everybody. It's really a privilege and I feel proud to be with such a wonderful audience and dignitaries on the dais. I have been given a chance to speak on this subject at the last, so I was just carefully listening all the speakers before that, and large part of the subject matter has been covered quite extensively by all the previous speaker, particularly when Mr. J.P. Misra started on LNG value chain. It was very, very educative, and lot of things I also came to know first time, which will help in developing the LNG value chain. Lot of good things is happening on part of maximizing the utilization of LNG in the country. And also Sanjay also covered on very minute detail of how to make affordable availability of the gas to the CGD players. It is not so simple, and he tried to explain in very simple way that how the CGD player can take the benefit of getting the aggregated demand and supply chain. Just something I wanted to cover on the LNG side, why our assessment is that in future LNG prices will be affordable for the country like India, who are more dependent on the import. As we know that almost 89% of our liquid fuel crude is being imported, and it is expected that large quantity of at least crude import will be substituted by the natural gas in forms of LNG import. We don't expect that LNG will compete with coal or renewable energy, but at least liquid fuel, the expectation is there that going forward it should compete with liquid fuel, thereby at least reducing the import bill of the country, because we are the major dependent on import of natural gas, LNG and the crude. Sanjay has mentioned that 410 million ton of LNG was traded across the globe last year, though there is a LNG liquefaction capacity available of 494 million ton across the globe, but actual trading was 410. But all the projections are there that in coming 3 to 4 years time, additional 210 million ton LNG capacity is coming on a stream across the globe, major being North America and the Middle East. That is, Qatar is expanding from 76 million ton to 146 million ton, and even 100 million tons is being added in US. Various projects are at different stage of construction. So once this 200 million tons of LNG comes in the market in 2 to 3 years time, it is starting from 26 onward, who is going to consume this quantity? That is another analysis is being done, that China and India, who are more dependent on import of these commodity, whether it is a liquid fuel or the gas, India has a big appetite for this absorption of this volume available in the market. All these projections are there that the domestic gas, what Sanjay mentioned, that it may not go more than 130 mmSCMD. That too also is not going to sustain for longer period of time because of the nature of the high pressure, high temperature, the field where the plateau time is not very long, 5 to 6 years time, again it will decline. So we will be dependent on the imported gas in the future, and if not by 2030, this 15% share, which is a mandate from Government of India to achieve that, even if you achieve by 2035, the LNG share in the overall gas basket will be not less than 75 to 80%. So today we are talking 50%, going to 80%. We need to have a lot of infrastructure in place on time so that whenever we get such opportunity of getting the affordable and reasonable price LNG in the market, we should not get deprived from this opportunity if we don't have the infrastructure available. And that is the reason all stakeholders are putting a lot of investment on infrastructure, whether it is a LNG terminal or it is a transmission line or distribution line or CGD networks. It is a huge capex expenditure is going on across the country. And once the infrastructure is available and commodity is available in international market at affordable price, definitely India will get the benefit of such situation. Petronet LNG Limited, being the pioneer in this LNG business, the first terminal which was commissioned in 2004 at 5 million ton. Right now it is operating at 17.5 million ton at Dahej, and we are expanding 5 million ton. And very soon, in coming 3 to 4 month time, it will become 22.5 million ton. It is at an advanced stage, almost 90% job is completed, and the terminal is operating almost at 100% capacity. Many a times we operate 115% capacity also. Last year during the power demand in this month, what Sanjay was telling, that May and June, we could cope up the additional demand at Dahej, and some of the day we supplied 80 mmf CMD gas from Dahej terminal. So almost one cargo in a day from Dahej. And that is the reason that Dahej has become the world's busiest terminal. Even though it is capacity-wise a stand 7 to 8 position, but utilization-wise it has become number one in the world. So we handle almost 272 to 75 cargo in a year. And going forward, the unique feature of the Dahej terminal is that over the period, though I was in the GAIL, I never knew that I will be coming here. But those pipelines which has been done, evacuation pipeline, the Dahej can evacuate 35 million ton per annum gas. That is the capacity of the evacuation, where the terminal capacity is only 17.5. No terminal in the country. There is a limitation. We have 8 terminals across the country, but each terminal has some constraint on evacuation. We know that even the Ennore is there, IOCL terminal, it is not connected with the national gas grid. There was some issue of the completion of the pipeline. Even the Mudra terminal, Chhara terminal, all, there are limitations on evacuations. But we also, as a Petronet Kochi terminal, we face the pipeline constraint. The terminal was commissioned in 2013, and still it is operating only at 20 to 25% range. So we are expecting that by this year end, December 2025, the connectivity to Bangalore will be completed, which is being done by GAIL, and that will definitely help us to maximize the utilization of Kochi terminal once it is connected to the national gas grid. So my main point on LNG in this whole value chain, though the topic is that optimizing the gas sourcing and the LNG importance in this value chain, definitely the LNG is the main area which will be optimizing the whole value chain. And as we know that different indices or the gas is being sourced across the globe. Some people, some point of time say that the crude link sourcing is better than the Henry Hub. Sometimes we say Henry Hub is better than the crude. So different point of time it will happen. Nobody can give guarantee that which index linking will be better, but the best way to have a portfolio management, you must have a mix of different type of index linking, and for the smaller player, I also feel that the long term, a small volume with a particular index may give some pain at some point of time. So that is the reason it is better to look for a larger aggregator who has a good mix of portfolio across the globe, who can sustain at different point of time different type of jerks and different types of uh, and the pain point coming due to the price fluctuation. But going forward, I think that this LNG and natural gas, what we consider as a transition fuel for the green energy transformation, is not going to be only the transition fuel. It could be transformational fuel also because of its versatility and unique characteristic, particularly gelling with the renewable power, that if India is looking for 500 gigawatt of renewable power by 2030, if you don't have the backup of gas-based power plant, it will be extremely difficult to sustain the grid. So the natural gas and LNG role is going to remain at least for the developing country like India for another 3 to 4 decades. It is not a small period game, and we must uh, plan our all the resources and infrastructure considering the long-term sustainability of this natural gas and LNG in India context. I think the, one topic Sanjay raised on the storage charges. I would be happy to provide more time for the storage, but you know the limitations of this handling multiple off-takers, and if somebody is blocking the right, no, no, not danda. It will affect others, not PLL, because if you are holding the stocks for longer period, definitely somebody will suffer, and if that is the reasons we have to have a better supply chain management, that whenever the stocks are coming, it should be evacuated. Right now, because of this unforeseen or unexpected pre-monsoon, the power demand has drastically reduced, and we are facing the tank top conditions. And that is the reasons even we are not able to even unload some of these LNG ships because of, so this type of situation will arise in the future, and the solution could be creating the more storage space. That is the reason last year we commissioned 2 more tanks at the Dahej, and we have 8 tanks at the Dahej, which stores almost 800 MMSCM of gas. And in case of emergency for the country, we say that 100 million gas LNG is supporting the entire country. 8 days we can supply from the Dahej itself, the whole country requirement of this imported LNG. So unfortunately, there is a limitations of space. Otherwise, we would like to have some more tanks at the Dahej. and, and we are working with the Gujarat government to get some space for 3-4 more tanks. That will help country in the future to store some quantity of gas when the prices are quite reasonable, and that will eliminate some of the concerns of the smaller consumers. So thank you very much, particularly Negi Saab has given opportunity, and I really feel happy to be here and share my thoughts. Thank you. Thank you very much.